Today I'm coming to you all just talking while I'm rolling up some balls. These are our chocolate chunk espresso cookie. I'm rolling them into balls now so I can bake them up before this event that I have to do this coming weekend. These are called the Camerari Mocha. It's really funny hearing people pronounce this cookie because some people they just don't even try, which it's whatever. I don't really care as long as you buy the cookie. But some people they just give up after the CA and they're just like caramel mocha. And I'm like, that would probably be a good cookie, but no, it's Camerari. And it is called that because of this movie called Moonstruck. Two main characters in the movie, they are passionately in love, but they try to fight their hardest to stay, well, one tries to fight her hardest to not fall in love and do logical things. But I'll read the flavor text and then explain it to you guys a little more why I named the cookie this. Amid chaos and passion, two hearts soar in a love that defies the storm, dancing through confusion with a satisfyingly sweet and bold taste that lasts. That one is one of my favorites that I've made. I went with Moonstruck because they're always drinking coffee in that movie. But also, Johnny Camerari, he says, if I could have two things that I love for one night, I'd be satisfied to give up the rest of my life. And I thought that was the sweetest thing ever. But that movie is also just hilarious and it's chaotic. And I love it so much. So I wanted the flavor text to have elements of love, confusion, chaos, but also the opera and dancing. And I thought the flavor text that came out in the end perfectly embodied the movie. It's definitely one of my favorite movies. So that is why it is called the Camerari Mocha. And it is one, I think it's now my favorite cookie that I've made. We used to have just a chocolate chip cinnamon cookie, and that one did taste good, but it wasn't as, like, people weren't as excited about it. And I wanted it to be a little more like on the gourmet side. So in here we have espresso with what else do we have? I make these cookies, but you know, I always forget the recipe. That's why it's written down. But we have a ton of different fresh ground spices. Here at Bites and Blends, we fresh ground our spices along with homemade vanilla extract. And this one we have fresh ground cinnamon and cardamom, I believe. And one day this cookie will get even more elevated and I'll add a little sprinkle of espresso salt on top. The company that I get my whole spices from, they sell espresso salt, but it's always sold out. So I recently found out that you can make your own. So once I get good at that, that'll be on the cookie. I'll experiment with that a little. But these are just so good. They also are made with browned butter to give that really like almost like a nutty flavor to the cookie, and it's just such a deep and rich taste with these. I love them, and they smell amazing. They make the whole house smell like a mocha. It's just like drinking a cup of coffee. Well, eating a cup of coffee, I should say. The Crystal Gem cookie, that's our brown sugar cookie. That used to be the favorite, the top seller, which I didn't expect it to be because people... I made the cookie because I thought for people who didn't want like a lot of things in their cookie, they just want like a plain cookie, nothing, no fruit added or chocolate or nuts or anything. So that's why I was like, I just want like a plain cookie, but I want one that's like not what people would expect, like just a sugar cookie or what's that other, like a ginger snap cookie. So a brown sugar cookie, which is also made with brown butter. That's what I wanted to do for that one. And before I made the Camerari Mocha, that was their bestseller, but now it has been knocked off by the Camerari Mocha. people really love this, as they should. It's a delicious cookie. But as I said, this is my favorite cookie that we sell. I just love chocolate so much, and I'm a coffee lover, so I don't know why I didn't make this our first chocolate cookie, but if I could, every single cookie would have some chocolate in it. But I know not everyone likes chocolate as much as I do, so that's why chocolate is not in every cookie. It is up to me, but I don't think I would. Well, who knows, maybe I would, but I don't want to just make only chocolate cookies. I want a variety. But we also sell chocolate barks. Not as much anymore since the price of chocolate has gone up, and depending on the event, I'll offer a chocolate bark, like if I want to do a special like flavor in addition to the cookies, but I don't want to make a special flavored cookie. And speaking of chocolate and my love of chocolate, I have an event coming up months and months after this, so hopefully I'll get some responses in the comments of ideas. But I'm doing a metal music festival, and I want to do a special cookie or a special treat. I want it to be a cookie, but if someone comes up with the idea of like a different treat, that would be cool too. But I want it to like be like a metal themed treat, but I'm not really into decorating, so I was thinking of like a really dense like triple chocolate cookie and calling it Death by Chocolate or something like that, but I feel like that's too easy. I don't know, maybe I'll go with that idea, but I still want to mull it over. I got a couple months, so it's not like I'm in a rush or anything. But anyway, that is it for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's what all the YouTube influencers say, don't they? You can tell that I'm not very good at this. I'm not used to being on camera, but oh well, I'll grow over time, I guess.